Good afternoon. We have with us Mr. Burjis Godrej, Executive Director, Godrej Agrovet Limited, and Managing Director, Astec LifeSciences Limited. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Praveen. Great to be here.
It is your second National Chemistry Day
Right.
that you organized, uh, which was being initiated by Godrej Industries Group. So, what is the main objective of organizing National Chemistry Day, and what's the message you want to give to the industry?
So, Praveen, the main objective is to position India's chemical sector as a leading one for the world. That's a key focus area for us. So that's why we had panels focusing on R&D, the importance of that, because that is a key drawback in the Indian sector. The lack of focus on R&D. We want to emphasize that more strongly, and other aspects of competitiveness. How can Indian chemical sector become more competitive? So those were the two main focus points, and we want to create a platform for people to come together, to discuss, to share their knowledge, to meet other people in the space, so that they can ultimately collaborate, work together, and innovate to build India's chemical sector and help develop our nation.
During your panel discussion, which was on R&D, a catalyst for India's chemical industry growth, everybody touched upon different aspects of R&D. In your opinion, what is the need of the hour for Indian CDMO industry, and how is CDMO industry shaping up in India?
So I think the Indian CDMO industry is seen very promisingly in the global CDMO context. China as a country is not seen as a major CDMO player. India is seen as the country that is the major CDMO player. China is seen as more of an enterprise player that makes chemicals at scale, that is able to price it appropriately. But for work on R&D, for being able to produce fine chemicals, producing limited amounts of chemicals, people have a lot of trust in the Indian CDMO sector. They believe that it will protect their IP. They believe that they can count on it to do their work well. And India does have a very strong service mindset also, as you see in the IT industry. So India is effective at that. So outside of China and India, there's no other country in the future in chemicals as such. We heard about the problems in Europe in the sector. North America has its own challenges as well. Japan has its challenges. So that's why I see India as being the CDMO country of the future.
You have also recently taken up as MD of Astec LifeSciences, and a lot of stake is on CDMO that you are betting on. So, what are the things that will drive CDMO strategy in Astec LifeSciences?
So Astec is very focused on being an R&D first company. We're focused on building out our platforms in R&D, and then through that getting to the products we want to make. So historically, we've always been very strong in triazole chemistry. So we see that as having huge applications for agri-chemicals as well as other sectors as well. For example, the FMCG market, where many triazoles go into shampoos, for example. There are pharmaceutical intermediates that are made in the process of producing these triazoles. We also invested in a new herbicide plant. So we are very focused on growing our presence in that herbicide segment as well, because a lot of the new innovation in agri-chemicals will come in herbicides. So that's why we focus so strongly on sulfonylurea, pyridine, and other such herbicide classes. We are also interested in exploring how we can target some of the newer chemical segments in the future. So things like electrochemistry, for example, how can we play a role in that? So those are all platforms that we're interested in developing for the future.
So, herbicide plant is operational, or
Yes, it is operational.
how do you see the how do you see the ongoing geopolitical situation influencing the global chemical industry, and how do you see India opportunity in this situation?
I won't comment on the US because everything is changing one day to the next. It could be challenging, or there could be a deal that could be reached. We don't know. So I won't comment on that. But regarding Europe, that industry has had its own challenges. We heard about how Amit mentioned how there are a lot of family businesses in Germany that don't have succession plans for the future. It's unclear what will happen to those companies. We're also seeing that there are issues in Europe regarding cost of manufacturing, regarding energy access, given the Russia-Ukraine war. So it's a challenging environment for Europe. So I would imagine a lot would come over to India. And on the Japan side also, you have aging population, industry is struggling in many ways. So that is also something that is well positioned to come to India. China is seen as a player for mass production of chemicals, not specialty CDMO. So I don't think India has too much to worry from the Chinese front on that, unless China changes its focus. And if you look around the world, there's no other country that is seen as a major chemicals country. So I think India is very well positioned in that regard and could reap a lot of benefits from the current geopolitical scenario.
And are you looking at German companies, which Amit talked about, more in terms of specialty chemicals and expanding your horizon?
There are no plans as of now, but we continue to evaluate, monitor the situation on other companies for M&A or various kinds of partnership, whether it's in licensing, whether it's contract manufacturing. So while there are no plans to acquire any companies outside of India, since we see India as the best place to do chemical manufacturing, we are very keen on exploring R&D and other such partnerships with foreign companies.
Sir, what are the biggest challenges and opportunities do you see which chemical industry is facing in India?
So I'd say the biggest challenge is to get towards a more R&D oriented mindset. I think that is very important. We have to cultivate that throughout our organizations, and it has to start from the top. At the promoter level, they have to do their best to promote R&D, to spread the message to the whole company about why R&D is so important. And another challenge would be utilities cost. If you look at why India is not as competitive as China in certain aspects of manufacturing, it's because we pay much more for all our utilities, be it electricity, etc. So we have to focus on reducing these utility costs. And finally, I would encourage the government to think more about export promotion through export subsidies and other such structures so that India can become more of an exporting country. It will help in the foreign exchange, and it will make our industries more globally competitive as you're exporting for other countries, rather than just thinking about your domestic market. Both have to happen. We have to do import substitution and we have to do exports as well. And through embracing that foreign competition rather than hiding from it, we can make our industries more successful. So I see these as challenges, but also big opportunities as well.
Do you see India playing an important role in the global chemical value chain 5 years from now? If yes, how?
100%. I see it being extremely important in a variety of segments. Agri-chemicals is seen as the most promising segment within the chemical industry overall. You're seeing it in polymers, you're seeing it in pharmaceuticals. I think one key area that we have to work on is innovating our own molecules rather than just thinking about, small little cost-cutting improvements or small little process improvements. If we can focus on coming up with our own molecules, and if we can focus on completely new processes, as Professor Sharma mentioned, we can definitely become the most significant country in the chemical space in the world.
What, according to you, are the key enablers that are helping India become a rising manufacturing powerhouse in chemicals?
So I'd say the low cost structure of India is extremely helpful. You have low labor costs. You have states embracing a spirit of competitive federalism. Each is trying to outdo the other states in trying to get industry to them. This is among the leading industrial states in India. So I think that's a very positive development in promoting more industry in India. So I see these as being very positive developments.
What are your thoughts on Astec LifeSciences' current product portfolio? And what new products or services do you see potential for in 2 to 3 years time frame?
So Astec LifeSciences has made huge progress in its product portfolio. Earlier, we were seen as just a triazole company that just makes propiconazole, tebuconazole. Now we continue to make those, but we've expanded into newer triazoles that we didn't make before. We've expanded into herbicide, and we are expanding into new segments as well. So in fact, the salience of our revenue of CDMO plus new enterprise products is now 60%, which is significantly better than it was before. So we're making progress in having a very broad product portfolio.
And what's your vision for Astec LifeSciences in the next 5 to 10 years, and what are your key strategic priorities?
Key strategic priority and vision is to make Astec the leading CDMO player in India across agrichem and specialty chemicals, focused on our key platform areas, being triazoles and some of the herbicide classes such as sulfonylureas, and having excellence across the various parameters that CDMO outsources judge their CDMO partner companies, such as quality, such as time for delivery, and very positive working culture where all their needs can be met.